Hey guys, welcome to the Stream Space. We're here for kind of something super exciting, or at least exciting to me. So, as Pokemon has been around, I mean, it's been like 25 years. So they released the Celebrations pack as a 25 year anniversary release series of like reprints and new spins on certain cards and new cards entirely. And it's just super cool to see these things come to life, as it were. So we got a slightly extra payday after Christmas, so we picked up the Celebrations Elite Trainer box. Um, Now this is a little different from other ones. Your standard trainer box comes with 8 packs of cards. The additional booster. So this one, sorry, comes with the 8 packs of cards, sleeves, rule books, energy cards, damage counters, coins, and all that stuff. This comes with 10 packs of Celebration 4 card boosters, 5 additional packs of cards, and a special edition foil card featuring Greninja. Super cool. I'm pretty excited to open this, and so we're gonna do our typical poll. There's gonna be a little more excitement because I'm gonna probably get some cool cards out of this. Out of the one time I got the smaller Celebrations box, and it was the Lance. It's the Lance and Dark Sylveon pull, and I absolutely adored having those cards back in my possession. So we're gonna pop the plastic off of this guy, and we're gonna do these now. As I mentioned, the Celebration cards are a little different. They're reprints for some of them, or completely and utterly redone for others. The cool thing about the reprints is they updated the health and the attack power on them, and it doesn't say Pokemon power; it says ability power. It's gonna be cool. Gonna be kind of nice to pop this guy open and see what's going on here. As per usual, we will go over what's in the box and what we got. Okay, so this has a rip in it. Look at that. God damn it. Lame. Okay, so first up is a special edition player's guide for this particular. It's thinner than other player guides because these cards aren't necessarily meant to be played. They are collector's items, as it were. Okay, so took off the lid. So they always have this like sleeve thing in here. I never keep these. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna jump straight into the celebrations, and we will go through all of these. Every card that it comes with, we'll read off types, effects, stages, powers, attacks, weaknesses, and resistances. And yeah, let's have a good time with it. Some of them might be hard to read. Standard trainer's guide for like how to play the actual game. Celebrations. A digital card code. Super cool. I can use that in the actual game, and it will give me the contents of the box. Oh my god. Greninja. Dark type Greninja. First card to go through, then, I will obviously go through Greninja. Greninja is a dark type basic Pokemon. He does not evolve from anything. You only have one of these types of Pokemon in your deck, these star types. Yeah, he's a dark type with 130 HP. He has Poke Power. That's a throwback. Shadow Knife. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is like a high combination of every type of card style that's ever been done. So there's hints of E-Reader. There's hints of what Poke Power is a callback to the original Pokemon Power. The attack it's got is Mist Slash at the cost of 1 dark energy and 2 colorless energies. This attack's damage is not affected by weakness or resistance by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. It does 100 damage. And it's got the Neogenesis kind of like weakness and resistance area. He's weak against grass. His retreat cost is 1, and he has no resistance. Each trainer box comes with a bundle of energies, which is really cool. So it's good for deck builders. These are the dice encounters that come with this one. Unlike Fusion, Chilling... So, Evolving Skies were brown. Chilling Rain or blue. Fusion Strike is pinkish purple. You get these dividers, so you can actually like put cards in here and then keep them organized. Then your status tokens are actually plastic and not cardboard. So it gives you a way to really, revamp the side your deck. And I'm so happy. That's such a cool Greninja. I've never seen a Greninja like that before. So yeah, we're gonna jump straight into the packs. Like I said, we will go and we will talk about each card, what they've got for effects. We're not worried about the Vivid Voltage or the Chilling Rains. Celebrations is what we're here for. But the Chilling Rain, Vivid Voltage pack set, I mean, we might get some cool stuff out of that. Excuse me. So we're going to start with these guys. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any of these. I've only opened a few Celebrations packs in my time. So I'm excited. This is cool. I love these. Such a blast from the past. Okay, so each one comes with a digital card code, which is super cool. Wow. Okay, so our first up is Groudon. He's a basic fighting type with 130 HP. Has 2 attacks, Magma Volcano for 80x, which is costs 2 fighting energies and 1 colorless. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. This attack does 80 damage for each energy card you discarded this way. Massive Rend, which does 120 damage and costs 2 fighting energies and 2 colorless. This is what he looks like. It's pretty good art. It's pretty cool. And they are he is holographic as well. Next up is Resharam. This is my second Resharam getting this way. Holographic. Resharam is a basic fire-type Pokemon with 130 HP. He has 2 attacks. First one, Scorching Wind. For 2 colorless energies, this attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness or resistance. Black Flame is the next one. 80 plus damage for 2 fire energies and 1 colorless. If Zekrom is on your bench, this attack does 80 more damage. Weak against water, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. We'll put them over here so I don't have to turn so awkwardly. Next up is Palkia. Palkia is a basic water-type Pokemon with 130 HP. He has an ability and an attack. The ability is Absolute Space, and it's as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any stadium cards from their hand. Second up is Overdrive Smash for 80 plus damage at the cost of 1 water energy and 2 colorless energies. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Overdrive Smash attack does 80 more damage before applying weakness and resistance. During your next turn. That's a weird way to phrase that. So cool from this pack, Zacian V. This is a weird one. He's not the right type. They've changed him. Zacian V is a basic psychic type Pokemon with 200 HP. He's got 1 ability and 1 attack. His ability is Roar of the Sword. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a psychic energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. If you use this ability, your turn ends. Storm Slash is the attack that it has for 60 plus damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. This attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. He will do well in any kind of deck, but he will do his best in a Psychic type deck. So, fun fact. His Steel is his weakness. Retreat cost is 2 and a resistance of nothing. So that is the first pack. As I mentioned, they are only... they are smaller. These packs are smaller. They're only 4 packs. But the Elite Trainer box for Celebrations comes with 10 of them. So in this box, not only do you get these extra rare cards, you get 10 more cards than you normally would with your standard trainer box. We will not go over duplicates as I've done in my previous videos. We don't go over the duplicates. We just keep moving. Okay, so card code. Oh, very cool. Okay, first up, Xerneas. Xerneas is a basic Psychic type Pokemon with 120 HP. He has 2 attacks, Breath of Life. First is costs 2 colorless energies. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Second is Aurora Horns for 100 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy and 2 any color energy. He's weak against Steel, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Cosmoem is a stage 1 Pokemon that evolves from Cosmog, a Psychic type with 90 HP. He has 1 attack, Star Protection. This attack, it only costs 1 colorless energy, and it allows you to flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. Pretty sweet. Darkness is its weakness, resistant to fighting types, and a retreat cost of 3. Next up, Dialga. Dialga is a basic Steel-type Pokemon with 130 HP. He has 2 attacks. The first one is Temporal Backflow. For 1 Steel energy, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. Second attack is Metal Blast. Metal Blast does 60 plus damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. This attack does 20 more damage for each Steel energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you were to really ramp him up, he could do a lot of damage. He's weak against fire, resistant to grass, and has a retreat cost of 2. This one's a really cool throwback. This is a full art version of the original Pikachu Pokemon card. So you can see he's the chubby Pikachu. I'm also noting that his cheeks are more yellow than red. I don't know if that means much. Pikachu is a basic electric type Pokemon with 60 HP, and that is updated. His original only had 40, so that just shows you that they went through the effort to update these guys, so if you really wanted to play them, you could. He has 2 attacks. Gnaw for 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy, and Thunderjolt, because they didn't call it Thunderbolt back then. Thunderjolt was 30 damage at the cost of 1 lightning and 1 electric or 1 colorless energy. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. That has not changed. That is the same effect that it had back then. This guy is weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and retreat cost of 1. Keeping it going. Moving straight on to the next one. I actually was kind of concerned because these came out like this. You see it's bent. I was worried that the cards themselves would be bent, which would have been really frustrating. Okay, so we're moving right on into the next cipher. But hopefully not cipher because he betrays people and murders. So, you know, that's a thing. Okay, so moving straight on. 3 duplicates. So we got a new Cosmoem, a Groudon. Now, we did get a new one in here. We got Kyogre. Kyogre is a basic water-type Pokemon with 130 HP. He has 1 attack, Aqua Storm. At the cost of 2... Oh, sorry, he has 2. Pardon me, he does have 2. Aqua Storm costs 2 water energies and 1 colorless. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Then choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each energy card you discarded in this way. To each of those Pokemon. Ouch. Its next attack is Surf. At the cost of 2 water and 2 colorless. Does 120 damage. It's weak against electricity, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. Another Zacian V. Moving straight on. It'll be more interesting almost when we get to the Chilling Reign and Vivid Voltage packs because Celebrations is a pretty limited set. This is why they're only giving you 4 in a pack. But it is a limited set, a very specific set of cards. Okay. Very cool. We have Yveltal. Yveltal is a basic Dark-type Pokemon, the legendary for X and Y. Well, Y specifically. With 120 HP, he has 2 attacks. First one is Cry of Destruction. It is a 2 colorless energy ability. Discard up to 3 special energies from your opponent's Pokemon. Second attack is Dark Feather at 100 damage at the cost of 1 dark energy and 2 colorless. He's weak against electricity, resistant to nothing or to fighting, and retreat cost of 2. Weird that he's resistant to fighting. Cosmog. So Cosmoem's first form. Cosmog is a basic psychic type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 1 attack, Star Protection, just like the other one. Anyways, Star Protection. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. Weak against dark, resistance to fighting, and retreat cost of 1. Resharam. Resharam is a fire. Well, you already went through him. We're not doing that again. No. We're not wasting our time. Lunara the Moon legendary. Stage 2 evolves from Cosmoem. And with, with 160 HP and Psychic type. Lunar Pain is its first of 2 attacks. Double the number of damage counters on each of your... Oh my god, that's mean. Oh, wow. If you've been using a bench damager and you combo it with this thing, like, you'll freaking triple kill Pokemon all over the place. It's mean. Yeah, at the cost of 2 colorless energies, you could wipe out most of a person's team in 1 shot. Anyways, second attack is Psychic Shot. Psychic Shot does 130 damage at the cost of 1 Psychic and 2 colorless. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So it's cool as you can keep knocking out Pokemon in the front, and as they fill their bench, you could add damage to each of them, and then spend your next couple turns just using Lunar Pain, so you're killing multiple Pokemon at once. That's psychotic. That's mean. I love it. I'm not much for the Psychic-type decks. However, my best games have been with a Psychic-type deck. The Gardevoir V battle deck, which we did not go through because I wasn't doing these back then. But it was a particularly mean deck. Okay? Didn't get a whole heck of a lot of new out of this. Got 2 new, sort of. We got a new Resharam and a Palkia, which those are duplicates. We got Pikachu's birthday. So-and-so's Pikachu. So basic Pokemon. Pikachu, it's 50 HP. Electric type. Has 1 attack. Birthday Surprise. Birthday Surprise. If it's not your birthday, this attack does 30 damage. If it's your birthday, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 damage plus 50 damage. If tails, this attack does 30 damage. Alrighty then. Weakness towards fighting, resistance toward nothing, and retreat cost of 1. And then it allows you to put your birth date on the card. This is like the Pokemon card you were encouraged to write on. I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. The next card is Professor's Research. Professor's Research is a supporter trainer card that allows you, and it's a classic because there's Professor's Research up to this day. They just changed the animation on it to match older ones. So Professor's Research allows you to discard your hand and draw 7 cards. But this one has a unique art style to it. Anyways, moving along. Oh, cool. Oh, I love these sets. Okay, first up is Zekrom. Obviously the opposite of Resharam. He is, well, not the opposite, but he is the other side of that equation. Zekrom is a basic electric type Pokemon with 130 HP. 2 attacks. First one, Field Crush. Field Crush does 30 damage and costs 2 colorless energies, and if your opponent has a stadium in play, discard it. So you can destroy their stadium cards. White Thunder is its next attack for 80 plus damage. It costs 2 electric energies and 1 colorless. If Resharam is on your bench, this attack does 80 more damage. Weakness towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. We have another Dialga. Cool beans. Cool thing next. Rocket Admin. Rocket's Admin is a supporter trainer card. You can only play one supporter card each turn. When you play this card, put it next to your active Pokemon. When your turn ends, discard this card. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck. Then each player counts his or her prize cards left and draws up to that many cards. You draw your cards first. Mew. This variant of Mew is, oh my god, throwing it around the room, almost bent it. Is a basic Psychic type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has an ability and an attack. His ability is Mysterious Tail. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal an item card you find there, and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck, and its attack that it comes with is Psyshot. Kind of a call out to the original, because I believe the original one was Psyshot. Psyshot or Psybeam was one of those. Psyshot does 30 damage at the cost of 1 Psychic and 1 colorless energy. So, as you see, we are pulling a lot of duplicates, varying rarities as far as which rares. But every single card in these packs is holographic, which is really cool. You could build one hell of a birthday pack out of these if you really wanted to. The rarest ones, of course, being the original beginners. Everybody's out for those. Yveltal. Xerneas. Dialga. Lunara. Lunala. Lunala. I always thought it was Lunara. Where's the Lunara from earlier? It's Lunala. In Japanese, depending on if they change the name or anything, but it would be Lunara if it were in Japanese, because they don't have an L in their language. They don't pronounce things with it. Fun fact. Okay. Even good things. Oh, sweet. That's so cool. Well, I'll show you what's cool. First up, though, is Lugia. This isn't the cool thing. The coolest thing is actually 2 cards down. Lugia is a basic normal type Pokemon with 130 HP. He has 2 attacks. First one is Arrow Ball for 20x damage. This attack does 20 damage for each energy card attached to your both active Pokemon. It's kind of cool. It's like the one for Victini V battle. Victini V, basically, for every energy card attached to you and your Pokemon, and your opponent's Pokemon, you'll do 30 damage. So this is a little bit watered down compared to that, but still pretty cool. Next attack is Deep Crush for 160 damage at the cost of 4 colorless energies. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Okay. Resharam again. Now, I told you I'd get to the really cool one. Blastoise. Fucking Blastoise original print. So cool. One of my favorites. The Ken Sugimori artwork, too, is... I've always liked his artwork over the other artists. I've always liked his. His were the ones you could download and typically draw and trace over. Basically, okay, so we'll go over this guy. Blastoise is a Stage 2 water Pokemon with 100 HP. He has he has an attack and an ability. The ability is Pokemon Power Rain Dance. As often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may attach 1 water energy card to one of your Pokemon. This doesn't use up your energy card attachment for the turn. This power can't be used if Blastoise is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. They used to actually put that in there for Pokemon powers. Now they don't do that. The second is his attack, which is Hydro Pump. Classic. Does 40 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Blastoise, but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. extra water energy after the second doesn't count. That sucks. 40 plus damage is the payout. The cost of 3 water energies. He's weak against electric, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. This one has a Pokedex entry, and I will read it because of who it is. A brutal Pokemon with pressurized water jets on its shell. They are used for high-speed tackles. Level 52, number 9. So cool. So cool. Second, last up is Surfing Pikachu V. Surfing Pikachu V is a 200 HP electric Pokemon with 1 attack. Surf. I would imagine that would be what it would come with. Does 150 damage and costs 3 water energies. So you'd have to put him in a mix deck. He wouldn't work well in anything else. Weak towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. So we're coming down to the wire. We got 2 more celebrations and 5 Vivid Voltage packs. So let's get these sellies out of the way. So I'm hoping, praying, maybe, Charizard, please give me a Charizard. Or as Smosh would say, Charizard. The reason that was funny in the video was because it was a Dragonite on screen. Okay. Cosmog. Woo. Dialga. Woo. Zekrom. Woo. Flying Pikachu VMAX. Pretty cool. Flying Pikachu VMAX evolves from Flying Pikachu. Dynamax, whatever. Has a 310 HP. It's electric type. Max Balloon is its attack for 160 damage at the cost of 1 lightning energy and 2 colorless. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. It is weak against electric. Weird. Resistant to nothing, or to fighting, and a retreat cost of 1. We are down to the last melon. The last pack. So we're going to pop this guy open. Come on, Charizard. Give me a Charizard. Got some really cool cards in this pack. Keep the trend up. You fucker. Okay. So, card code. Kyogre. No, this is disappointing. Groudon. Cosmog. Mew. So, last pack was full of doubles, and that sucks. But now we have 2 out of the 3 original print beginners. We have Venusaur and now Charizard. Venusaur was opened during a private pull, of course. But whatever. Let's move straight on to Vivid Voltage. We'll be doing a little bit more readings. We read all the attacks and everything and the effects. But hopefully we get some cool stuff out of these. That was weird. That was upside down. I haven't really gotten too much in the way of Vivid Voltage. I've gotten next to nothing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, son. Okay. Trubbish. Dark-type basic Pokemon with 70 HP. 2 attacks. Lucky Find for 2 colorless energies. Search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Okay, next up is Dynamo. Dynamo is a basic electric-type Pokemon with 40 HP. 1 ability, 1 attack. Ability is Levitate. If this Pokemon has any energy cards attached, it has no retreat cost. Second attack is the attack itself is Tiny Charge for 10 damage at the cost of 1 electric energy. Weak towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Okay. Clavopus. Clavopus is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 80 HP. 2 attacks. Beat for 20 damage and 1 fighting energy. Hammer In for 40 damage, 1 fighting energy, and 1 colorless. Weak against Psychic, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Ooh, wow. That's pretty damn cool. Woobat. Woobat. Okay. Basic Psychic type Pokemon with 60 HP, 1 attack, Unamplified Sound. This attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weaknesses, and resistance for bench Pokemon. If you have any cards in your hand, this attack does nothing. Keep them empty, buddy. Tato! Talo is a basic normal type Pokemon with 60 HP. Has 2 attacks. One attack. I said 2 because the word double was there. But the attack is Double Peck for 20x damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. First weakness is electricity. Second is resistance for fighting, minus 30. Retreat cost of 1. Now what I was saying cool about is the card I don't have is Crocodile. I didn't even know he existed. He evolves. He's a stage 2 dark type Pokemon that evolves from Krokorok. Has 150 HP. 2 attacks. First one is Dredge Up. Allows you to discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Second attack is Tantrum for 180 damage. The Pokemon is now confused at the cost of 1 dark and 3 colorless. Weakness towards grass, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. Now, the thing I said cool about. Pikachu V. What is with Pikachu? This thing's the fucking god of Pokemon. It gets so many different cards. Pikachu V is a basic V-type Pokemon. V electric type Pokemon with 190 HP. He has 2 attacks. Charge, or 1 electric energy. Search your deck for up to 2 electric energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon. Then, shuffle your deck. Second attack is Thunderbolt for 200 damage, the cost of 2 electric energies and 1 colorless. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. This follows the V card rule. When this Pokemon is knocked out, your opponent can take 2 prizes. Fire energy. Obviously not going to read that out to you. Aromatic energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides grass energy. The grass Pokemon The grass Pokemon this card is attached to recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by special conditions going forward. Okay. Galarian Stunfisk. Dumb looking Pokemon. Looks like a bear trap and he's super annoying. Basic steel type Pokemon with 120 HP. Has an ability and an attack. The ability is counterattack for if this Pokemon is in your active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon. Even if this Pokemon is knocked out, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Grip and Squeeze is the attack that it comes with for 90 damage. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Last Pokemon in the pack is Dhelmise. Dhelmise is a basic grass-type Pokemon with 130 HP. The attacks it comes with is Hook and Special Anchor. Hook does 20 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy. Special Anchor is 60 plus damage. That is at the cost of 1 grass energy and 2 colorless. If this Pokemon has any special energy attached, this attack does 60 more damage. So you could use that aromatic card and really ramp up its damage. Now, something different we're going to do this time, and it's kind of because we see cards from different packs. So we've done Chilling Reign before. We see cards from those, and we've seen doubles, and we've seen a fair few of them. So we're not going to read every single card. If it is a double, we have done it before at any point. We will not do it again. Galarian Yamask. This version of Galarian Yamask, basic fighting type Pokemon with 60 HP, has 1 attack, Brutal Swing. 10 plus damage, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 damage more at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Weak against grass, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Snorunt. We've done that one before. Well, we'll go through it anyways. You know what? I don't want to miss anything. Snorunt is a basic water-type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 1 attack, Headbutt. The cost of 30... does 30 damage at the cost of 1 water energy, 1 colorless energy. He's weak against steel, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Next up, Bounsweet. Bounsweet is a basic grass-type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 1 attack, Splash, 30 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Weak against fire, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Kubfu. Kubfu is a basic Basic fighting type Pokemon with 70 HP. He has two attacks. Training is the first one, at the cost of 1 colorless energy. Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Elbow Strike at the cost does 60 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. He's weak against Psychic, resistant to nothing, and it's a retreat cost of 1. Diglett. Diglett is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 50 HP and Rapid Strike. It has 1 attack, Dig. Flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon for 1 fighting energy. Weak against grass, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Reverse Holographic Furfrou. Yay. Furfrou is a basic normal type Pokemon with 90 HP. 2 attacks. Find a Friend is the first one. Well, I mean, I should learn this ability. At the cost of 1 colorless energy, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then, shuffle your deck. Next, Fur Attack. 90 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Cool Pokemon for the pack. Teleon. I actually really like this artwork. This artwork's pretty cool. Has 1 ability and 1 attack. He's a stage 2 Pokemon that evolves from Drizzile with 150 HP and Rapid Strike. He has the ability Quick Shooting. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Second attack is Waterfall for 70 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Weak against Electric, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Dark Energy. Celio. Celio is a stage 1 water type Pokemon that evolves from Spheal and has 110 HP. He has Ram as his first attack for 30 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Aurora Beam for 70 damage at the cost of 2 water and 1 colorless. Steel is his weakness, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 4. Okay, Melanie. Melanie is a basic support as a supporter trainer card. Melanie is a supporter trainer card. Attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V. If you do, draw 3 cards. Last up for this pack is Wurlipede. Wurlipede is a stage 1 dark type Pokemon that evolves from Venipede. It has 90 HP. Poison Sting is his first of 2 attacks. 20 damage at the cost of 1 dark energy. Rolling Tackle for 50 damage at the cost of 1 dark and 2 colorless energies. Weak against fighting, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. Okay, so keep it going. Down to the last 2, man. We're getting to the end. It's been a longer pull than normal, but you know what? I don't regret it. Okay, coming up from Deerling. Deerling's a basic grass type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 2 attacks. Growl for 1 colorless energy. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon attacks do 20 less damage than before. Second attack, Rear Kick, at the cost of 20 damage at the cost of 1 grass energy and 1 colorless. 30, weak against fire, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Lapras. Mankey. Anyways. Basic water type Pokemon with 110 HP, 2 attacks. First one, Wintry Call. That is 1 colorless energy, and search your deck for up to 2 Melanie cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Icy Wind for 50 damage at the cost of 1 water and 1 colorless energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. So, frozen, basically. Weakness is Steel. Resistance is nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. And that is because Melanie actually has a Lapras. So that makes sense. Galarian Slowpoke. His regular dopey self. Basic Psychic type Pokemon with 70 HP. 2 attacks. First one, Sharpness at the cost of 10 damage. It does 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy. Headbutt for 20 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Weak against dark, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Sorry, resistance is actually fighting. Pardon me, I misread that. Or misspoke. Don't know. Coughing! Coughing is a basic dark type Pokemon with 70 HP. He has 1 attack, Smog, for 20 damage at the cost of 1 dark and 1 colorless energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Galarian Yamask. Okay. Reverse holographic Ralts. Ralts is a basic psychic type Pokemon with 60 HP. Has 1 attack, Confuse Ray. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused at the cost of 1 psychic energy. Steel type is its weakness, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Did we do away with fairy types? Because I have not seen one in a while. Dragons are still around. Where are the fairy cards? Hortax. Anyways, Walrein is the rare for the pack. He has 170 HP. He's a water type, stage 2, that evolves from Celio. So Spheal, Celio, Walrein. Anyways, he has 2 attacks. First one is Aurora Beam. He inherited that from his previous form for 70 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. His next is Hail Prison. 160 damage at the cost of 2 water and 1 colorless. Discard 2 energy cards from this Pokemon. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Okay. Grass. Energy. Seabold. Seabold is a supporter trainer card with Rapid Strike. Choose up to 2 of your Rapid Strike Pokemon and heal 60 damage from each of them. Kirlia. Kirlia is a stage 1 Pokemon that evolves from Ralts. It's a psychic type with 80 HP. 1 attack, Mirage Step. At the cost of 1 psychic energy, search your deck for up to 3 Kirlia and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. Don't you need their first stage to do that? Anyways. Weakness. Steel. Resistance nothing. Retreat cost 1. Tired. Agatha is the last card in the pack. One of the original Elite Four. Agatha is a supporter trainer card that allows you to move up to 3 damage counters from your active Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. Allows you to really shell out the damage, which is super cool. Okay. Last 2, but 20 cards left, guys. 20 cards left. Man, that camera going in out of focus driving me up the fucking wall. Okay. So, next Chilling Rain pack. Moving right along. I'm not even going to hide that I'm looking at them ahead of time, but... Scorbunny. Basic fire type Pokemon with 60 HP. Has 1 attack, Headbutt for 20 damage at the cost of 1 fire energy. Weak against water, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Shuppet. Basic psychic type Pokemon with 50 HP and single strike. Will-O-Wisp is its attack for 20 damage at the cost of 1 psychic energy. Usually it just inflicts a burn, so that's actually pretty cool. Weakness is dark, resistance is fighting, retreat cost is 1. Cubfu, we went through him already. Blitzel is a basic electric type Pokemon. He's the next guy, sorry I should say that, with Rapid Strike. Thunder Spear is his attack. During this attack does 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Sorry, I read that really jankily. Thunder Spear, 1 electric energy. This attack does 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weaknesses or resistance for bench Pokemon. Weakness towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Quail Fish. Quail Fish is a basic dark type Pokemon with 90 HP and single strike. Ability is Bursting Needles. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 6 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. First attack is Poison Jab for 30 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Another variant of Galarian Slowking. Galarian Slowking is a Stage 1 Pokemon that evolves from Galarian Slowpoke with 120 HP and Dark type. He has one ability and one attack. His ability is Mysterious Potion. Once during your turn, you may choose one of your Pokemon and flip a coin. If heads, heal 90 damage. From that Pokemon. If tails, put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. Spray Fluid is its attack. 90 damage at the cost of 1 dark and 2 colorless energies. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. Kakleon is the next guy up. He is a basic normal type Pokemon with Rapid Strike. He has one ability and one attack. The ability is Chroma Shift. This Pokemon is the same type as any basic energy attached to it. If it has 2 or more different types of basic energies attached, this Pokemon is each of those types. Spinning Attack is its actual attack for 90 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Steel Energy. Another Theobolt. Lyran. I'll call him Lyran. Lyran is a basic Steel-type Pokemon, a Stage 1 Steel-type Pokemon that evolves from Aron. He has 2 attacks. First one is Tackle for 50 damage at the cost of 1 Steel and 2 colorless. Next is Metal Claw for 90 damage at the cost of 2 Steel and 2 colorless. Weak against fire, resistant to grass, retreat cost of 3. Trainer, Expedition Uniform. Expedition Uniform is an item trainer card. Look at the bottom 3 cards of your deck and put them on top of your deck in any order. Here it goes, guys. Grand finale. We're on the last pack. Here's the last melon once again. But different melon, I guess. Anyways, shut up. Let's go. This is going to suck because I expect anything of it. Okay. Okay, first up, Snorunt. Disappointing. Second up, Bounsweet. Fuck that thing. Score Buddy. Diglett. First fucking cards of the pack. Not impressed. Okay, finally, Inkay. Basic Psychic type Pokemon with 50 HP. He has Spinning Attack as his only attack. Does 20 damage at the cost of 1 Psychic Energy. Weak against Dark, resistant to fighting, and a retreat cost of 1. The rare of the pack, one of the rares of the pack, is Scolipede. Scolipede is a Stage 2 Dark Pokemon that evolves from Wurlipede with 160 HP. Has 2 attacks. First one is Poison Sting for 50 damage at the cost of 1 Dark Energy. Your opponent's Pokemon is now poisoned. Now, what's cool about that is that's probably the most damage I've ever really seen Poison Sting do. I don't think it's ever topped that. Second attack is Venoshock at the cost, doing 100 damage plus at the cost of 1 dark and 2 colorless. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 120 more damage. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. Kind of cool. Didn't know they would put this in as the rare, but I'm not complaining. Seviper. Seviper is a basic Dark-type Pokemon with Single Strike. He has 1 attack. Strong Tail for 90 plus damage at the cost of 2 Dark Energy and 1 colorless. If you played a Single Strike supporter from your hand during this turn, this attack does 90 more damage. That is actually really nasty in terms of damage. That's 180 damage in a single shot for a basic Pokemon. That's pretty good. That isn't legendary. Weak against fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Water Energy. Flannery. Never seen you before. I don't even know what you're from. Probably a gym leader. Flannery is a trainer supporter card with Single Strike. Discard a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon and discard a stadium in play. Steenie. Steenie is a basic grass-type Pokemon with 80 HP. Evolves from Bounsweet. Has 2 attacks. Splash for 1 colorless energy and Stomp for 50 plus damage at the cost of 1 grass and 2 colorless energy. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. The very last card in the pack is Old Cemetery. Old Cemetery is a Stadium Trainer card. Whenever any player attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their non-psychic Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So anything you load, it will hurt, which is pretty slick, actually. Now the problem is if you aren't running a Psychic deck, you really don't want to run that card. I mean, you could always run Healing. You could run Healing to counter it. So there you have it, guys. That is the Celebrations Elite Trainer Box. That's my pull video for it. Thank you for checking out the stream space and all the cool stuff we're trying to do these days. You can definitely expect our Path of Neo video to already be live by this point, and you can definitely check out our Fusion Strike one as well when it comes out next week. So thank you for checking out the stream space. I'm Pydera, and you can throw your likes, follows, subscribes in all the right places. We would appreciate it. Pydera Space 74 for YouTube, Pydera _74 for Twitch. Thanks for checking it out once again, guys. I will see you guys next time. Pydera out. I'm hungry. It's dinner time. I hear the food. I know I don't necessarily need it, but you know what? I'm actually exercising and trying to lose weight. So I have to eat normal stuff at normal times. What's that all about? What is this healthy shit? Anyways, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.